Good afternoon, and thank you for coming to check out the new Denali at Reno Buick GMC Cadillac. My name is Keith Myers, and today we're going to be looking at the all-terrain, it looks like. Now, on the Acadias, it's been one of our most popular models ever since 2006, and they kept the same the 16 body style for those folks that still want an 8-passenger SUV or crossover. And this particular new one for 17 is offered in several variations. This particular one, the Denali, is a 5-passenger setup, and it's going to give you more cargo room for those that want to go camping, for example. In the back here, you've got some storage bins. Looks like someone has set that pretty low. These are programmable. You can adjust the height with a simple touch of a button. And so if your garage is got a low overhang, you don't want to risk scratching it. Just set it to where you want it and press and hold there. So, and then, like I say, you've got all these storage bins under here. We've got the mats on top of it, but again, this is the one that's going to be minus a 3rd row seat. And you've got all this storage space back here, so all your camping gear, for example, can go in there. It does have a spare tire. A lot of vehicles nowadays are not coming with spare tires, and they are trying to save weight and so on and so forth. But personally, I want a spare tire for safety. They've added convenience to this folding of the rear seats. You've got a left and a right handle, and you can push both of those down, and you'll notice the seats do fold flat. Great for storage. So again, this one is also offered in a 3rd row configuration. They have a 2-2-2 setup, or you can have a 7-passenger, which is a 2 or a 2nd row bench, which will hold 3 people, and then a 3rd row with 2 seats. So that would be for the 7-passenger folks. I wish I had one to show you right now, because that has lots of improvements on it as well. When you fold the rear seat down, for example, if you have a baby seat in the seat, you don't have to remove it to get into the 3rd row. So very, very, very convenient that way. It also has a rear seat reminder. So if it detects that the door has been opened, when you get to your destination, it's going to bring up in your driver information center a check rear seat warning. You've heard about these people that leave their children in the car. I can't imagine that happening. Evidently it does, so we're all about safety. Speaking of safety, if that's a major consideration, there are over 15 major systems that I can talk to you about available in these. I don't want to go through every single one, but just to name a few, it's got your blind zone alerts. That's going to light up the mirrors. If anyone's in your blind zone on either side, you'll get an amber light, so you'll know whether it's safe or not to make a lane change. If you do turn your signal on, then that light is going to flash saying, please don't, right now. So that's one great feature. It also has lane keep assist. If you were to get distracted and drift out of the lane, you'll get a warning. These have a set up to where the seat will vibrate to warn you on which side. And actually the car will gently steer you into the proper lane. So there are cameras and radars throughout this vehicle. So feature is the collision alert system. So if you're getting too close to the car in front of you, it'll alert you. This car will even brake for pedestrians. It works between 5 and 50 miles per hour. And so if it detects a pedestrian and you're not braking, the vehicle will put the brakes on for you. And up to a possible full stop. It's no excuse to not drive, unattended, of course, but anyways, the motor on this particular one is the V6. They've improved your horsepower to 310 this year, up from 289. So it's a major improvement there. They've also added one thing I love. I have in my truck. It's got the technology where it'll go from 6 to 4 cylinders, so when there's no load on the engine, and it's really cool because you can watch it in the driver information center, what cylinders it's at. So, but it's a fuel-saving technology. In the 4 cylinders, they have 193 horsepower, and it's got a stop-start feature. So at a stoplight, for example, no sense wasting fuel there. It's going to seamlessly shut off the motor. As soon as you hit the gas, it fires right back up, and off you go. So it's becoming more and more popular in the vehicles. And who doesn't want to save gas? This engine, I love this motor. It's been around for years and years. It's a great motor. They did change the recommended spark plugs, for example, 97,500 on this. Still quite a while before you're going to be doing any kind of major, expense with respect to maintenance. Has a steel timing chain. I love that about the motor. It's built for the life of the engine, so as long as you keep your oil changes up, you should never need to replace that. It's a timing chain, not a belt. So a lot of cars have belts that need expensive changes, so it's going to save you money in the service department. So coolant will go up to 150,000 miles, so quite a ways out there. So inside, you're going to just love the stitching on the seats. This one has the heated and the perforated seats. Looks like they have the available heated and the cooled seats, of course. GMC triple seals these doors for you. Laminates the glass. Stuff like that's going to keep your ride nice and quiet. So, and then it's the most connected that I've ever seen a vehicle. Do you have an iPhone? Okay. I'll pair it up for you. I'll show you. It just takes a few seconds to pair up. And once you have that paired, you've got your push to talk button here, and you're going to be able to answer an incoming call. If you want to make a phone call, you press that button to talk and say, call Daisy, my wife, for example. So another feature I've been playing with my new vehicle is Siri. If you have Siri, you can say, Siri, send a text to Daisy. I'm on my way home, or whatever you want to say. So you can even ask Siri some simple questions like, what day is Christmas on, or stuff like that. So you can listen to your emails as well. Once an incoming text comes in, or a text, just press the, there's a button that'll say, do you want to listen to it? So, backup camera, standard equipment. This one's, I love the satin finish on here too. That's something new this year, but just a gorgeous interior. So, would you guys like to go for a test drive?
Sure.
See how it runs?